Magandang hapon mga kapamilya, naririto po tayo sa Phil Oil Flying V Center sa lungsod ng San Juan para simulan ang fun and exciting volleyball with our volleyball stars. Now this is the first game this afternoon of our Wednesday doubleheader and we've got a lot of jam-packed action coming up for you. Sisimulan natin yan courtesy of the number 2 team, ang ating Petro Gazz Angels, spearheaded by their top scorer recently, Jonas Abete, laban sa ating number 3 team, Motolite, that are finding their groove here in this tournament and hoping to secure their slots sa semifinals. At mamayang 6 p.m. maghaharap ang Banco Perla Spikers at ang Choco Mucho team. Mga kapamilya, napapanood niyo po kami live via Liga HD, live stream via iWant at sa number 1 sports website sa Pilipinas, sports.abs-cbn.com, and of course, sa premiervolleyballleague.com. Welcome again mga kapamilya. Ako po si Denise Dinsay at mga kasama natin ngayong hapon to join us in our panel is none other than Chara Soriano and of course for our panel at large, Janine Choi. Kaya let's start with this PVL 2019.
Magandang araw sa inyo mga kapamilya. It's day 26 of the Open Conference here in the Premier Volleyball League at maya-maya ay magtatapat na ang Petro Gazz Angels kontra ang Motolite. Para sa kupunan ng Petro Gazz, they survived that thrilling and exciting 5-set match kontra ang Pacific Town Army Lady Troopers last Saturday in Iloilo City. Para naman sa kupunan ng Motolite, they will be entering this game coming from a loss after being defeated by Choco Mucho in a 4-set match last October 2 naman.
Wow, thank you for that recap, Jean. Again, we would like to welcome Madam Chara Soriano back to the panel. It's an all-girl squad here right now.
Good afternoon.
PVL 2019. So we've got so many exciting things. Pero recap muna rin tayo, Charo, with all the standings of our teams ngayon.
Yes, as you can see on your screens, on one side of the spectrum, it's really cream line with the 12-0. And then after that, it's Petro Gazz. They will play today against Motolite, the number 4 team. And on the other side of the spectrum, Chef's Classics at 0-15, Bali Pure and Air Force. Though what's interesting here, Denise, as you can see, is there are 5 teams vying for the top 4 slots from number 2, 3, and 4. So very exciting talaga yung match-up na mangyayari today kasi importante na makuha ng Motolite ang panalong to make sure that they're still surviving in their bid against for the semifinals.
That's true, dahil nga bilog yung bola. So anything can happen in today's game. Pero yun nga, we were talking about recaps. Let's talk about the last game that Petro Gazz and Motolite faced each other. And that was exactly a month and a day ago.
Last September 8, they battled. And of course, it was Petro Gazz that swept that match in 3 sets over Motolite. It was 25-21, 25-16, and 28-26. Now we can really see, especially in that last set, na malapit ang laro ng Motolite and ng Petro Gazz. There's so many things that Motolite needs to improve on with their match against Petro Gazz today. But it's been a month, ika nga, sabi mo. It's been
and they're peaking right now.
Correct. They're adjusting so much also in their defense pattern, their offensive pattern. And you can see din naman, marami na talagang nangyayari sa Motolite ngayon. But looking back here in the screens right now, it's Jonas Abete in that last meeting with 14 points and TOTS Carlos with 10 points. Now these teams, pag makita mo sila, marami talagang firepower when it comes to spiking their attacks, their combination plays. Kaya very, very exciting ang magiging match natin today.
Yun. Pero yun nga, Janine, because the matches today are so exciting, how can our fans and our audience keep up with us here in the PVL?
Mga kapamilya, you may tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports at gamitan ang hashtag na PVL 2019 for your comments and insights on the match. Also, check out exclusive photos on Instagram at ABS-CBN Sports. Make sure you keep up to date on all things about the Premier Volleyball League by visiting the country's #1 sports website, sports.abs-cbn.com. Also, Denise, we invite our viewers to like, share, and follow our Facebook page, which is now at 991,222 likes.
Getting closer.
Yes,
Just
our
a few more,
1
just a
million
few more.
liker will get a TV Plus Gold.
Wow! So talagang mga kapamilya, marami na po tayong incentive to continue liking our Facebook page. Pero wag na natin ito patagalin. Thank you so much, Janine. We're looking forward for your reports mamaya. Ito ang PVL 2019. Babalik tayo dito sa Premier Volleyball League Open Conference at both teams handang-handa na para magsimula ang labanan ngayong hapon. Again, it's the Petro Gazz Angels versus our team Motolite. Pero bago natin simulan yan, recap muna ulit tayo sa previous game ng ating Petro Gazz Angels. It was 5 sets sa Iloilo. And that was intense.
Yes, that was pretty intense. It was a seesaw battle between Petro Gazz and of course Pacific Town Army Lady Troopers. First set napunta sa Petro Gazz. Ang second set naman napunta sa Army. Ang third set napunta sa Army. It was very dominant win by Army, 25-14. But then again, Petro Gazz proved more dominant in the fourth set at 25-13. Kaya nung nag-fifth set, talagang lahat nagtao sa Iloilo, nagtatayuan at naghihiyawan na. And it was, again, a good win by Petro Gazz, 15-7 sa Pacific Town Army Lady Troopers.
And now joining us is of course one of the players na responsible for 5 Angels scoring in double digits, none other than their setter, Janelle Cheng. Now Janelle, welcome. Now, ano yung nangyari? Kasi yun nga, medyo yung gaps nyo in the scoring, a bit inconsistent, pero there was one thing, malalaki yung gaps. Ano nangyari doon?
Siguro, hindi naman natin kasi pwede sisihin yung climate or yung init doon. Well, siguro sa amin din yun na masyado namin iniisip yung init, tapos siguro super tahimik lang din namin.
Okay, so because of that nga, dahil medyo tahimik kayo nung game nyo against Army sa Iloilo, you had 5 sets. So what did you prepare or how did you prepare for this game, coming into this game against Motolite na hindi na mangyayari ulit ang nangyari last time?
Hopefully, mas maganda yung gagawin namin ngayon. Kasi actually, feeling namin kasi hindi pa nakaka-recover yung team sa pagod. So siguro, isa-set aside na lang muna namin yun and isipin namin yung game today.
Talaga, focus has to be there and kailangan mag-ingay ang Petro Gazz Angels ngayong hapon. Thank you so much, Janelle. Sige, you can go back to your practice. We're excited to see you later. So yun na nga, let's talk about also one of the players that scored double digits sa Petro Gazz during that game, Jovelyn Prado, Charo.
I mean, Jovi Prado, we've seen her grow also coming into her collegiate years, no? But now, seeing her in the pro for several years already, and she played in several club teams na rin, you can really see the versatility of Prado. She has very powerful hits, she has down the line, she has angle, she has drop shots. So there's a lot of maturity in Jovelyn Prado. And one of the things that she's showing right now also in this conference is her leadership, lalong-lalo na sa scoring. So you can see she had 14 points during that game against Army, 11 digs and receptions. So she's not only helping them offensively, but also defensively as well.
Ito what's interesting to note about Jovi Prado. She might be quiet. Ito yung quiet. But she makes so much noise with her scores as we saw sa stat sheet. Pero sa ating pagbabalik, punta naman tayo sa Motolite team at yun ang ating papag-usapan ngayong PVL 2019. Magandang hapon mga kapamilya, nakakasama nyo rin pa rin po ako, si Denise Densayan, of course si Charo Soriano, para pag-usapan yung previous game ng Motolite team, well, when they lost against Chocomucho, which was quite heartbreaking.
That was a very heartbreaking loss for Chocomucho, but it was a rather close game also, especially in that last set. So let's see what adjustments they made over the last few days, in preparation for this game against Petro Gazz.
That's true. And now joining us, of course, if we talked about yung setter ng Petro Gazz, of course, we're also joined by the setter of Motolite team, Iris Tolenada. Now, Iris, the standing of Motolite is not too bad. You're quickly the third, but it's an exciting matchup that we're having for the past couple of games. Now, how do you plan on solidifying your slot to make your way to the semis this conference?
Our team's theme has just been to get better, keep moving forward, leave the past where it is. So we're just trying to really focus on ourselves, taking care of our serve and pass game, and also distributing the offense well. Just taking care of the small things in practice especially.
That's very good to know also. But we would also want to hear what specific adjustments did you do coming into this game against Motolite, especially since they beat you in the last round, the first round in 3 sets?
We've just been watching a lot more film and just really trying to know ourselves as well as our opponents, and we try to strategize based off of that.
Okay, and we're excited to see all the improvements that you guys have been working on in today's game, and hopefully you get that win.
Yes,
Thank you so much,
Thank
Iris.
you. Thank you.
Now let's also talk about one of the players, the reason why Motolite is also moving forward in this conference. None other than their energy booster, Tang Ponce.
I mean, don't you just love Tang Ponce? She really is that energy booster. And not only inside the court, from outside, you can really feel also her energy as well.
That's one thing that's been consistent.
Right. And as a defensive player, as the defense specialist, the libero, you really have to have that energy. You have to keep on talking to your teammates, telling them where to defend, telling them where to stand. And that brings confidence to the rest of our teammates as well. When you know that somebody like Tang Ponce is there in charge at the back row.
And that's why we've got so many things to look forward to ngayong hapon mga kapamilya. Kaya don't forget to just stay tuned here at PBL 2019. And of course, you can also continue to like our Facebook page, Premier Volleyball League. Check out our Instagram page at ABS-CBN Sports. And i-tweet nyo lang po kami at ABS-CBN Sports with the hashtag PBL 2019. And of course, also giving the girls some confidence and some good music as we can hear right now is none other than DJ Jimmy. Kaya mga kapamilya, sa ating pagbabalik, magsisimula na po ang ating labanan dito sa PBL 2019.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. James Oliver Moore. Second referee, Mr. Kim Yadaw. Let's welcome our starters from our Petro Gazz Angels. Team captain is number 5, Relea Ferina Saed. At number 1, Cherry Rose Luna. Wearing jersey number 4, Stephanie Mercado. At number 6, Janet Panaga. Wearing number 16, Jonah Sabete. And at number 19, Jovelyn Grace Prado. Liberos are number 10, Rika Jane Inclona. And number 18, CN Cruz. Head coach, Mr. Arnold Lanyo. Calling on our Motolite volleyball team. At number 8, Myla Pablo. Wearing jersey number 9, Jess Maramos. At number 16, Bernadette Flora. Number 17, Canela Risha Emnas. Number 18, Diana May Carlos. Jersey number 19, Aisha Lane Gannaban. Liberos are number 12, Maria Reyes Raniero. And number 14, Toni Rose Ponce. Head coach, Mr. Godfrey Okumo. This is match number 58, the second round of the preliminaries.
And here we go, mga kapamilya, to start off this Wednesday's doubleheader, an exciting matchup between our Petro Gazz Angels versus the Motolite team. And yun na nga, grabe, when we were talking to the setters, really, it's gonna be all up to them to determine who will get that win this afternoon, Charo.
You're right. Because we talked also about the spiking prowess of both teams. There's a lot of good attackers that we can see in Motolite and also Petro Gazz. So the ball distribution of the setters will be very, very important in today's game.
Kaya nga, sobrang heavy is the burden that they carry for today, especially since I'm sure that, you know, the Petro Gazz Angels, they want to stay already in their number 2, especially after coming off a championship. But at the same time, you have a peaking Motolite team na talagang gutom na gutom para sa panalo, and they want to prove themselves this open conference.
Correct. The energy also of Petro Gazz has been very composed. No, they know they're there in the top 2 spot, and you're right. They want to really solidify that spot already, so they can focus on the next round of this conference. But that's really gonna be up to Motolite. So tingnan natin kung anong ilalaban ng Motolite ngayon against Petro Gazz.
And here we go. It's Petro Gazz starting it with 1 point here. And di ba sinabi nga kanina ni Janelle na yung compose nila parang bitin pa sila dun eh. They're not happy because according to them, they really want to be, I guess, more vocal and more loud on the court.
Yes, and that is the championship mindset siguro na gusto nilang i-imbibe or gusto nilang gawing innate in themselves, no? Kaso nga lang with things like that, like unforced errors, kailangan talaga nila yung bawasan.
Where we see here on our screen, Myla Pablo playing again for the Motolite team during the crucial times here as we close out round 2 in a couple of games. And look at that receive that she just did. Her energy talaga is, you know, there's so much difference when she's on the court for Motolite.
Yes, iba rin talaga si Myla Pablo. I mean, she's been multiple times she's been awarded the MVP. She's gotten a lot of individual awards, and also she has won the championship for previous club teams na rin. So, dami-dami ng accolades ni Myla, at talaga ngayon nakikita natin yung tulong na gagawa niya para sa kupunan ng Motolite.
Pero look at that down the line hit. That was just too fast also para to lead us to a tie here in set 1.
Yeah, so much athleticism coming from Sabete there. And I really love seeing her, no? Yung vertical leap talaga ni Sabete. It's amazing to watch also.
Imagine, this is just set 1 and you're seeing the prowess of both teams on display. And that double block by Mercado and Luna. 3-2. Let's look at that replay again.
Good timing coming from Paneng Mercado. Basang-basa niya ang atake ni Isa Molde.
Tapos imagine, sabi pa nga kanina ni Janelle, pagod pa yan ah.
Yeah nga eh.
Pagod pa talaga?
Parang hindi pa sila nakaka-recover. Pero ngayon pa lang, parang 4 out of 6 players already scored a point.
talagang jam-packed ang ating Petro Gazz Angels this afternoon as Panaga continues to serve. It's 4, serving 2.
And that's what we want to see with Petro Gazz, so yung composure. And one thing we do not want to see is yung unforced error. Earlier on in this game, nakadalawang
they've had
service
na
errors na sila.
which is very rare for Petro Gazz.
Yes, and that's coming off Panaga also, who's one of the better
Dependable.
servers in this league.
Actually, you can always hear with the service ace. Parang hindi matatapos ang game na wala siyang record of a service ace.
Ang ganda ng float talaga ng serve ni Panaga.
Oh, here it seems like the ties are turning to the favor of our Motolite team as we go to their second tie. That's 4-4.
Yes, but again, we're seeing a pattern here because the scores of Motolite actually came from errors of Petro Gazz. So if Petro Gazz will really minimize their errors, then hindi makakalapit ang Motolite.
Pero it's Chisat who's setting for our Petro Gazz Angels right now. Panay Mercado that is outside.
Again, another error coming from Petro Gazz. Maaga pa, siguro nga, they're trying to get their groove back because of their travel in Iloilo last weekend.
And yun na nga, diba, sabi mainit, the crowd, it's really always different when they go on tour. But I think now that they're back here at the Phil Oil Flying V Center, I think they're trying to get the groove back on. Binawi agad ni Panay Mercado with that error to score another point for Petro Gazz Angels.
Yes, strong down the line hit coming from Paneng Mercado. Nakita natin kanina, she was going in the angle, nag-outside, nag-adjust si Paneng. Down the line, she scores, and that's what we want to see in terms of maturity of players like Paneng Mercado.
Let's see, pupunta kay TOTS Carlos, pero blocked at wala nang naka-receive. Ito na nga, there's I think both teams are still getting their bearings together.
Right, but that was really clearly a miscommunication on the side of Motolite. The ball was pretty high. Anybody of the 4 players in the middle could have gotten that ball. So siguro Motolite needs to be more vocal. They need to talk more and communicate inside the court.
Yeah, and to take initiative. Ooh, and then was the reception error by Isa Molde. And here we see Petro Gazz Angels slowly pulling away with a 2-point lead.
Yes, Isa Molde acknowledging her mistake, looking at her head coach and saying, sorry coach, bawi ako.
And we're excited to see that. Usually the best part is pag bumabawi yung mga players eh. Pero ito na nga, nabawi yung puntos na yun. Service error by the Petro Gazz.
That's already 3 service errors. Even before the first technical timeout of the first set. So, not a good sign for on the side of Petro Gazz.
Well, of course, Motolite, you know, you can't have them to take advantage of your errors, but
Just talking about that, we just talked about errors.
Pero yun na nga, ang Petro Gazz Angels are leading to as we go first to our first technical timeout.
First technical timeout, 8 Motolite, 6. Or rather, 8 Petro Gazz, 6 Motolite.
Again, look at our fans. Of course, the fans of the Petro Gazz Angels donned in red, cheering for Angels dahil sila nga ang leading here in set 1. And of course, we can't forget dahil puro red ang malaman ng Phil Oil Flying V Center ngayon dahil red rin ang color ng ating team Motolite. And we've got so much youngsters. Oh! Ana Gupico from the Banco Perla Spikers dahil sila nga yung susunod na laro.
Yes.
Another
Ana and
intense
Che
matchup.
are here early to scout the teams of Petro Gazz and of course Motolite.
Nakausap ko nga sila talagang they also wanna make it to the finals. You know how Banco Perlas has that slump that they're still trying to get over, so they're looking at hopefully this will be the time.
Yes, hopefully there are going to be a lot of adjustments in their game against Chocomucho, which is going to be next after this game.
Ooh, breaking the block. Again, it's the Petro Gazz Angels.
Combination play coming from the Petro Gazz Angels. It was Nuna trying to get the blockers, but unfortunately hindi siya nasabayan. But although dalawa yung blockers na tumalon kay Jovelyn Prado, talagang pinadaan lang niya yung bola. getting a point for her team.
It's Jovi Prado again, one of the players who scored double digits during their last game. Pero that hit was too strong.
And I believe it's a 4th service error coming from Petro Gazz.
Ooh. And the Motolite team is very much taking advantage of this. Isa Molde serving. Saet will give the ball. Pero again, another hit that is too strong from Jovelyn Prado. 1-point lead na lang po ang lamang ng ating Petro Gazz Angels.
Yes, and we've spoken about this earlier also. Kailangan talagang iwasan ng Petro Gazz yung mga unforced errors niyan. Dahil kakainin talaga sila ng Motolite. Motolite needs this game to solidify their standing for the semifinals. So they would really want to get a win today.
Oh.
Outside shot.
And again, binawi naman yung puntos ng ating Petro Gazz Angels. Pero bago yan, punta muna tayo sa ating panel at large. Janine Choi for this report. Janine?
Denise and Charo para kay Petro Gazz Angel Janelle Cheng. Maganda naman daw yung pinakita ng kanyang koponan yung first encounter nila kontra ang Motolite ng first round. Ang importante lang na gawin nila ngayong araw ay mas higitan pa at mas lamangan pa yung naging performance nila nung first encounter. Coming into this ball game, Janelle is currently at 80 to 85% because she's still recovering and nursing a hamstring injury for almost 3 weeks now. And moving on, ang goal at mindset ni Janelle at ng Petro Gazz Angels ngayong araw is to be able to limit the wing spikers of Motolite, specifically Myla Pablo, Tots Carlos, and Isa Molde. Balik sa inyo, Denise and Charo.
Thank you so much for that, Janine. I guess, Charo, that explains why Chi Saet is playing setter dahil, yun nga, 80 to 85% pa si Janelle Cheng.
Yes, but I mean, Chi Saet is such a veteran setter also.
It's not really a loss at the same time.
I was gonna say, and she's very vocal. Ang gusto ko kay Chi Saet, yung ball distribution niya, talaga napapagalaw niya yung gitna. And once the middle players are activated, the blockers on the other side of the net will be more confused rin talaga.
And we're seeing that medyo the blocking of Motolite isn't working for them as much here in set 1.
Right.
And we go Chi Saet again to Prado for a block. This time around, narinig nila.
Parang narinig nila. Sabi nila, sandali lang. Ayusin namin yung blocking namin. Ayundahan namin yung timing.
So yun na nga. After that solid block by the Motolite team, again, it's just a 1-point lead for Petro Gazz Angels. Jessa Ramos serving 10, serving 11.
Siyempre, for the ball distribution of Saet to work, Petro Gazz would also need a better first ball also.
Ito naman, that was Prado finding a way despite the blockers. Again, Pablo off the block. Take off the hands of Panaga if I saw that correctly. And we're tied again, 11-11.
Pablo starting to get her groove back here in the middle of the first set.
And this is what the Petro Gazz Angels definitely do not want.
Yes.
Myla Pablo.
Ayaw nilang mag-init si Myla. Kasi ngayon yung mga binabantayan nila, yung big three ng Motolite, their wing spikers, Myla Pablo, Isa Molde, Tots Carlos. But again, service is coming from Ramos.
Pero timeout muna will be called by the coach.
Ito, naging 12. Okay? Again, doon sa 12 na yan, dalawa pa lang pinoint nila. Dalawa pa lang. So, lahat natin. Okay, sabi ko sa inyo kanina, nung technical time, pulidoy lang natin, ha? Hindi pa sila ganun ka-aggressive kung matake. Isa pa lang pinunta sila sa attack, yung check ball kay Sensi. Kasi pasala natin.
Yun na nga, Coach Charo. Coach Arnold telling them na parang huwag na natin hintayin na mag-peak pa sila, hindi pa masyadong aggressive.
Agapan na natin. Parang maganda yung recap nga niya nung nangyari. 11-8, isa lang pinuntos ng Motolite, yung check ball niya kay Chi at kay Panaga. And it's really been the errors of Petro Gazz that's giving Motolite also an edge early on in this first set. Kaya naman very confident, and it looks like Motolite now is the more composed team.
Let's see, Jessa Ramos now. The lead is with Motolite. Pero, ooh, that is a service ace.
Yes, that's her second consecutive service ace for this match.
And now Motolite continues to lead with 2 points. I think that was kind of tricky. It was at the edge.
It was right on the line.
Right on the line, I think. Of course, the Angels didn't expect that. Jessa Ramos, one of the constant scorers also for the Motolite team, who's been making a name for herself here in the PVL. Ooh, saved there by Isa Molde. Bigay kay Pablo, soft touch. Panay Mercado was there. They go again to Prado, but TOTS Carlos expecting that ball. A tip by Gannaban, but ooh, a block by Gannaban again. Long rally. Ooh, a costly miscommunication.
Very costly indeed. And kitang-kita mo si Coach Arnold, he did not like that. He did not like what happened. The ball was pretty high. So much time for either Jonas Saavedra or Panay Mercado to actually really jump for the ball. But again, miscommunication on the side of Petro Gazz.
And that was a good long rally that we were
Yes.
seeing. Ito na nga, medyo naghintayan yung ating Petro Gazz Angels, kaya they need to be more aggressive. Ooh, but whoa! That was quite aggressive by Panaga na facial. But, you know, she says sorry.
Yes, straight to TOTS Carlos, who's smiling right now. She did not expect that ball.
But I think she was also shocked, as we all were. That was a quick hit.
Yes.
Smack dab into TOTS Carlos' face.
Medyo na-delay yung block ni Fen Emnas that time.
But, you know, TOTS Carlos, still playing. It's fine. Everything's good. And the lead is still with Motolite, kahit 1 point man yan. Tignan ulit natin.
Another good serve coming from Petro Gazz. That's really what they need to do, no? Medyo gawin nilang, kuhunin muna nila yung rhythm nila sa serves nila because they've been making a lot of errors. And speaking of errors also, it's really been a seesaw battle in terms of errors coming from both teams.
Here we are, tied again at 14-14. Side still serving for our Petro Gazz Angels. Estreñero, Gannaban, quick hit!
With a runner.
That was a good middle running play between Emnas and Gannaban.
And she didn't even flinch when she hit that ball.
Right in the middle of the two blockers of Petro Gazz. Medyo hindi nagtabi yung block ni Panaga and ni Prado that time.
The lead still stays with Motolite. Oh, binawi ni Paneng. That cross-court hit.
I mean, credit that also to the set of Chisaes. Napakagat niya yung blocker, leaving Gannaban on the floor.
Again, it's a game of setters here. It's Chisae versus Fen Emnas.
Yes, it's really gonna be the setter who will make sure na one block lang ang makakuha ng mga spikers.
So far, 2 errors from Myla Pablo as, again, Petro Gazz will lead this technical timeout.
15, Motolite.
And here we are. It's the Petro Gazz Angels who ended the second technical timeout again with the lead. Nabawi agad nila yun in a short time.
They were down by 2, but again, it's really the errors also of Motolite that's given an edge to Petro Gazz in the middle of the first set.
Kaya nga, parang pabalik-balik lang yung lead, pero it's a really tight battle. Again, Fen Emnas on your screens. And we see Janelle Cheng to Cherry Nunag. All smiles. At least, you know, they're still happy despite yun nga, medyo pagod from Iloilo.
Kailangan talaga maging happy ka, kailangan maging composed ka. You really need to have that optimistic and positive mindset.
Jovi Prado serving. Great receive there by Estreñero. Quick hit by Gannaban. Pero nasalo ng ating Angels. Is that an error?
Yes, it's a net touch violation coming from TOTS Carlos. Unfortunate kasi easy ball na lang ang binibigay ni Panay Mercado.
It was Gannaban.
17-15. 2-point lead for our Petro Gazz Angels. Great serve there. We go back to TOTS Carlos. Soft touch right in the middle.
Let's talk about the versatility of TOTS Carlos. No? Anywhere you put her, may it be in zone 2, zone 4, open, utility, opposite, talagang kayang-kaya niyang mag-adjust.
She will make it work.
Right. And even in the back row also.
Kaya nga she's one of the top scorers para sa Motolite team. Pero whoa, Panay Mercado also scoring for our Petro Gazz Angels.
Another leaper coming from the side of Petro Gazz. Paneng Mercado. Parang pataasan sila ng talon ni Sabete.
Competition. At least they know that they're competing within themselves, and sometimes that adds more inspiration for the players.
Of course.
Ooh! Walang follow-up after that received by Estraniero.
Binawi na ni Panaga ang service error niya earlier, Denise.
Ito na nga. Petro Gazz pulling away with 19 over the 16 of our Motolite team. Ooh, great serve there by Panaga. They go again to TOTS Carlos. Soft touch, but expected by Nunag. Sayag, mapupunta kay Nunag. Blocked by Gannaban again.
Well read by Gannaban. 17.
You can see the Petro Gazz Angels, well, they're leading sa service aces, but again, meron din silang mga service errors. So, parang patas lang.
Yes, but look at the block of Gannaban there.
I think gusto nilang bumawi because during their game against Chocomucho had 11 blocks.
Against 5 blocks coming from Motolite.
Oh, that combination play right there by Nunag and Sabete, deceiving the players. Let's look at that.
Substitution.
As a middle blocker, I'm sure Nunag feels so good too. Kasi sabay na sabay yung dalawang block ng Motolite.
They were in sync.
Yes.
They really thought that it was gonna be a Nunag, but a timeout will be called muna by Coach Okumu.
Guys, first we have to define that pass. So you're kind of taking out of passing, right, for now. Okay? And then our defense leaks. You serve very easy. I don't know why you send the ball here. We said you sent it here. Yeah, to give them hard time. Okay? But now let's look at that pass. Okay? Mylan, you want to participate? All right.
Hey, let's go! Ay, tapos,
Coach Okumu said, Myla, you want to participate. And that's because, Myla Pablo has been having a couple of errors. Pero yun na nga, because sabi ni Coach Okumu, their defense is medyo leaking. We welcome Tang Ponce to the court for our Motolite team. At the same time, Janelle Cheng for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Tingnan natin kung yung energy ni Tang makatulong sa Motolite.
Oh, pero it seems like yung energy ni Janelle Cheng ang nakatulong sa Petro Gazz Angels. Yun, upo muna si Myla Pablo for our Motolite team. Trying to get a breather. 21 serving 17 outside.
That's a good eye coming from the libero and of course Jelly Temperatura of Motolite. Akala ko kukunin na nila yung bola.
Same. Close call. TOTS Carlos serving. That was Rika Enclona kanina on your screens entering the court. Whoa, strong block there by Motolite. We go to Ramos, but an error is called again.
Unfortunate setting error there for Ben Emnas. Good decision giving it sana to Ramos. However, medyo tinawagan siya ng double ng ating first referee.
Jonas Sabete, 22, serving 18. 3 more points for the Petro Gazz Angels, but, well, a service error at that point will be going to our Motolite team.
That might be the 5th or 6th service error coming from Petro Gazz in this set alone.
Parang nababawi nila yung service aces na last. Bern Flora will go in for Isa Molde. 19, serving 22. Enclona. Cheng to Balwalwa.
Blocked. And you just talked about the blocking of Motolite. Good timing there, blocking Petro Gazz.
Let's see, who was that? Oh, that was from a single block by Jessamine Ramos. Cheng, ibibigay ang bola to Prado for a free ball. Ramos to Emnas. Of course, to Myla Pablo. And another point for Motolite team. Back-to-back points for Team Motolite. Kaya timeout ang itatawag ni Coach Arnold muna. Pero tingnan muna natin itong replay na to, Charo. Ooh, off the fingers, I guess, of Balwalwa. So let's listen in.
Oh, ayun oh, makikita mo, ito, liit. Nandito yung dalawang malaki, di sisig mo pa rin, di ba? Okay, yan. Cherry, tumba. Sanay naman tayo dyan. Tapos ito, iwan mo sila dito. Ano naman, mali.
Okay, let's go! Hey, Petro Gazz! Angels!
No. Sakay tayo.
Very specific plays coming from Coach Arnold. And on your screens right now, it's Sir Tony Liao and of course Coach Tai Bundit of Creamline.
Again, they're also busy scouting. Coach
Yes.
Tai, for sure, he wants to keep their record clean of any losses. Cheng, Prado. Bibigyan naman ulit kay Myla Pablo, pero hindi na nakapasok sa kabilang court.
Yes, third hitting error coming from Myla Pablo. Coach Godfrey trying to motivate Myla and try to instruct her on how she can adjust to the balls given to her.
Eliza Layub will be coming in for the Petro Gazz Angels. Pero timeout muna again.
We should come this side. Here. Set us in here. So that it's easier, when the star goes, it's easier for you to run. Yeah. Okay, if you stay here, it's so tight. And then you can go to the other side. You can play D. Yeah. Or you can play pipe as well, yeah. If you run, so you play pipe. Still works. But you need that pass.
Yun na nga, Charo. We're seeing a lot of timeout from both teams. And I guess it only shows also talaga the importance of winning today's match.
Right, and it's still a close game, 23-21 with Petro Gazz leading in 2 points. So Coach Godfrey wanted to take that time out to instruct their girls also to make sure na they focus on the first pass.
And that's to Ramos.
Ramos with the runner.
Perfectly timed timeout.
23.
Coach Godfrey really nodding his head, acknowledging that when you have that first ball, it's really to your team's advantage. Tingnan mo, nakagawa ng play ang Motolite, giving the ball to Jesma Ramos.
Ito na nga, babalik si Gannaban for Motolite as Ramos serves. It's 22 serving 23. Great reception there. Janelle ibibigay kay Prado. Ooh, we're seeing strong blocks from Motolite. That was Gannaban and Emnas. Flora was there. Emnas will go to Pablo. Ooh. Long rally that we're seeing here. So close. Emnas, a soft touch, but expected. Pupunta kay Panaga. And she closes that long rally.
Yes, Panaga with an aggressive hit there. Hitting the second ball, seeing that it's close to the net.
8 out, 5, side.
Gannaban touching that ball. Kaso nga lang hindi naka-recover yung defensive players nila sa likod.
Ito na, pumasok na ulit sila Panay Mercado on the court, and you're pretty sure they want to close this set in their favor. Ooh, soft touch by Gannaban. Great reflexes there. They go to Pablo. Sabete was there. Punta ulit kay Prado. Ooh. Hindi na nahabol after that receive. And again, it's the Petro Gazz Angels that will win set 1.
Yes, a more aggressive win coming from the Angels with a lot of hits. And that's Jovelyn Prado, Panaga, just hitting the ball and being more dominant when it comes to attacks.
So yun na nga, sa ating pagbabalik, set 2 na. And I'm excited to see what will be the score this time around. Will it go into the favor of Motolite, or will the Petro Gazz Angels continue this streak?
Hello to our Kapamilya sports fans worldwide. This is Eliza Valdez. Thank you for watching the set 1 of today's PBL game. Para mapanood ng live ang mga susunod na exciting PBL sets, just go to iWant.ph or sports.abs-CBN.com.